कृपा सिंधु जय बचा पातितानां पावानि वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अच्छतत्तामकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तभक्तरां भक्तज्ञान नमामि भक्तिशक्तिकं नमो महवं दयाय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य गौरद्विषे नमः जयतानस्तरत्वं पङ्गुर्मम मन्दमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्वपदाम्बुजो रदमदनामः दिव्यवृन्दाय काल्पद्मोधः श्रीमद्रान्निकनरसिंहशानस्तो श्रीगन्धर्वशिलागोविन्ददेवो प्रेस्तलविश्रिप्तमनो स्मरामि श्रीमान् प्रसरसरं विवांसि वततता सीताकारसाम्बेनोर्वनिर्गोपीर्गोपीनाथ हरिजयस्तुनः वृंदाय तुलसीदेव जय प्रेम जय केशव सचा कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदेवी सप्तवाप्यो नमो नमः अत्थान त्वामन्त्र गुरुं गुरुं भगवतां दत्तां व्यासं जगद्गुरुं नतो तत्त्वयोमुदीरयेत् जय साप्रिया श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगा गोविंद सुंदर कले वैष्णव प्रेम मनाट कराई ते कि चौक परा धर्मुखा हमारा हो जाए चेंज हो जाए वंदना कोरियामी चरण जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री गुरु संसारदावाना ललितालोका त्राणजकारुण्यगाना गणात्वां संसारदावाना ललितालोका Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jivedu Yakuri Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jivedu Yakuri Vapasada Shri Jana Sakaya Vadari
Auspicious Invocation to Sharanagati by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Page 52. Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya, being gracious upon the Jiva souls, along with your associates and abode, you descended to this world
to distribute freely the love divine most rare by teaching exclusive surrender, the life and soul of the devotee.
Humility, self-giving, embracing the guardianship, Krishna will certainly protect me, maintaining this faith.
Acceptance of all activities favorable to devotion, embracing rejection of adversity to devotion.
Those who surrender in this sixfold way, their prayers will be heard by the divine son of Nanda.
Taking in his mouth a straw, fallen at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa Sanatan, Sri Bhaktivinoda clasps their holy lotus feet.
Weeping, I implore thee, I am a fallen. Please teach me to surrender, teach me pure devotion.
Jai. ¿Quieres que no te choose a song?
Let's begin. Next one.
54. Vayam Diti by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
Vayare, vayare, ama, manaya, tina, Krishna,
morning, everyone. Dando pranams to all the devotees who are joining us today. We are here in the Sri Chaitanya SCSMath, West London. I'm here with Radharani Dasi, Jagannath Ballava, and Dina Dayal Prabhu. And behind the curtain, doing her service is Navagorangi, and somewhere in the building is Krishna Gopal making the garlands. Anyway, we are going to continue our reading with Chaitanya Charitamrita. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Vashira Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki jai, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. We were in Madhya Lila chapter 14, performance of the Vrindavan pastimes. And we were in verse 97. So Mahaprabhu is near the Gundicha temple in performing his Vrindavan pastimes with his associates. So we continue here. Text 97. Briksavali Prabhurita Prabhuravarsana Bringa Pika Gaya Bahe Sitala Pavane. There were multifarious trees and creepers in the garden, and they were all jubilant to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Indeed, the birds were chirping, the bees were buzzing, and a cool breeze was blowing. Pratibrikshatale Prabhu Karena Nartana Vasudeva Datta Matra Karena Gayana. As Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced beneath each and every tree, Vasudev Datta sang along. Eka eka briksatale eka eka gana gaya parama aveshe eka nache gaura raya. As Vasudev Datta sang a different song beneath each and every tree, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced there alone in great ecstasy. Tabe Brakesvara Prabhu kahila nachite, Brakesvara nachi Prabhu lagila gaite. Jai Ma. Jala Gurudev ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then ordered Brakesvara Pandit to dance, and as he began to dance, the Lord began to sing. Prabhu Sange Swarupadi Kirtaniya Gaya Dibbidik Nahi Gyana Premera Banyaya. Then devotees like Swarup Damodar and other Kirtana performers began to sing along with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Being inundated with ecstatic love, they lost all considerations of time and circumstance. Ei Mata Kata Ksana Kori Vana Lila Narendra Sarovare Gela Karite Jala Kela. After thus performing pastimes in the garden for some time, they all went to a lake called Narendra Sarovar, and there enjoyed sporting in the water. Jala Krida Kori Puna Aila Ujjane Bojana Lila Kaila Prabhu Langya Bhaktagane. After sporting in the water, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returned to the garden and accepted prasadam with the devotees. Navadina Gundichate Rahe Jagannatha Mahaprabhu Aichelila Kore Bhakta Sata. For 9 continuous days, His Lordship Sri Jagannath Deva stayed at the Gundicha temple. During this time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also stayed there and performed the pastimes with his devotees that have already been described. Jagannatha Ballava, Nama Bada Puspa Rama, Navadina Karena Prabhu Tatai Vishrama. The garden of his pastimes was very large and was named Jagannath Ballava. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took his rest there for 9 days. Jagannath Ballava, that's here with us. That's the name of that beautiful garden, Jagannath Vallabha. Now we know. Hera Panchamira Dina Ailan Janiya Kasi Mishre Kohe Raja Sajatna Kariya. Knowing that the Hera Panchami festival was drawing near, King Prataparudra attentively talked with Kasi Mishra. Kalya Hera Panchami Habe Lakshmi Vijaya Aiche Utsava Kore Jena Kabuna Nahihaya. Tomorrow will be the function of Hera Panchami, or Lakshmi Vijay. Hold this festival in a way that it has never been held before. So King Prataparudra is talking with Kasi Mishra about giving him some instruction to hold a festival for the Hera Panchami festival. We can read here about it. The Hera Panchami festival takes place 5 days after the Ratra Yatra festival. Lord Jagannath has left his wife, the goddess of fortune, and gone to Vrindavan, which is the Gundicha temple. Due to separation from the Lord, the goddess of fortune decides to come to see the Lord at Gundicha. The coming of the goddess of fortune to Gundicha is celebrated by Hera Panchami. Sometimes this is misspelled as Hara Panchami in the section known as Ativadi. The word Hera means to see and refers to the goddess of fortune going to see Lord Jagannath. The word Panchami means the 5th day and is used because this takes place on the 5th days of the moon. It's also known as Lakshmi Vijay. Mahotsavakara Ataiche Visesha Sambara Deki Mahaprabhura Jaiche Haya Chamatkara. King Prataparudra said, hold this festival in such a gorgeous way that upon seeing it, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will be completely pleased and astonished. And they remember the word for astonished? Chamatkara. Takurera Vandare Ara Amara Vandare Chitravastra Kinkini Ara Chatra Chamare. Kinkini means small bells. Take as many printed cloth, small bells, umbrellas, and chamaras as there are in my storehouse and in the deity's storehouse. Dvaja Brinda Pataka Gantaya Karaha Mandana Nanavadya Nityal Dolaya Karaha Sayana. Collect all kinds of small and large flags and ringing bells. Then decorate the carriers and have various musical and dancing parties accompanying it. In this way, decorate the carrier attractively. Dviguna Kariya Kara Sava Upahara Ratra Yatra Haite Jaiche Haya Chamatkara. You should also double the quantities of prasada. Make so much that it will even surpass the Ratra Yatra festival. Seita Kariha Prabhu Langya Bhaktagana Swachande Asiya Jaiche Karena Darsana. Arrange the festival in such a way that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu may freely go with his devotees to visit the deity without difficulty. Pratakole Mahaprabhu Nijagana Lanya Jagannatha Darsana Kaila Sundara Chale Janya. In the morning, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took his personal associate with him to see Lord Jagannath at Sundara Chala. So just a little test here, just to see if you're paying attention. So who was giving instruction to do this, arrange this festival? To? To who? Dinadayal, very good. Kasi Mishra. Nila Chale Aila Puna Bhakta Gane Sange Dekite Utkanta Hera Panchamira Range. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his personal devotees returned to Nilachal with great eagerness to see the Hera Panchami festival. So, Jagannath Vallabha, since you have that beautiful name, in relation to this beautiful forest where Mahaprabhu was, tell me what is the Hera Panchami means, since we just read it. Yes, but this festival they are organizing right now. Hera Panchami or Lakshmi Vijay. I just read it. You remember? Right. The 5th day after
the Lord Jagannath has been in Gundisha temple.
Yeah, the 5th day when after the Lord has been in Gundisha temple, and then in that day Lakshmi is meant to come there and see him. Lakshmi Vijay is coming to take darshan of the Lord there. Lakshmi Devi is coming to see Lord Jagannath. Kasi Mishra Pabure Bahu Udara Kariya Swagana Sahavala Stane Basai Lalanya. Kasi Mishra received Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with great respect, and taking the Lord and his associates to a very nice place, he had them seated. Rasa Visesha Prabhura Sunite Manahaila Isadhasiya Prabhu Swarupe Puchila. After taking his seat, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to hear about a particular mellow of devotional service. Therefore, mildly smiling, he began to question Swarup Damodar. Yadyapi Jagannatha Karena Dwarakaya Vihara Sahaya Prakata Kore Parama Udara Tatapi Vatsara Matye Haya Ekavara Brindavana Dekite Tanra Utkanta Apara. Although Lord Jagannath enjoyed his pastimes at Dwarka Dham and naturally manifests sublime liberality there, still once a year he becomes unlimitedly eager to see Vrindavan. Vrindavana same eu pavana gana tahadekivare utkantita hayamana. Pointing out the neighboring garden, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, all these gardens exactly resemble Vrindavan. Therefore, Lord Jagannath is very eager to see them again. So all the gardens around the Gundisha temple. Bahira haite kore rata yatra chala sundara chale jaya prabhu chandi nila chala. Externally, he gives the excuse that he wants to participate in the Ratra Yatra festival, but actually he wants to leave Jagannath Puri to go to Sundara Chala, Gundicha temple, the replica of Vrindavan. Have you been around the Gundicha temple? Are there many gardens there now, or is it all buildings? It's only buildings, yeah? Can you speak in English, please?
We took prasada in one place called Jagannath Vallabha. Now it's not like a garden, but there are many buildings, and it's like a yard,
like a big yard, like a, yeah.
It's like a space there, and we take prasada there.
So at this time, there were many beautiful gardens there when Mahaprabhu was there in Jagannath Puri. So text 121. Nana puspo dhyane tata kele ratri dine Lakshmi Devi re sange nahi layaki karane. The Lord enjoyed his pastimes day and night in various flower gardens there. But why did he not take Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of fortune, with him? Swarupa kohe suna prabhu karana ihara Vrindavana kridate Lakshmira nahi adhikara. Swarupa Damodar replied, my dear Lord, please hear the reason for this. Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of fortune, cannot be admitted to the pastimes of Vrindavan. Brindavana Lilaya Krishnera Sahaya Gopigana Vina Krishnera Harite Nare Mana. In the pastimes of Vrindavan, the only assistants are the gopis, but for the gopis no one can attract the minds of Krishna. Prabhu kohe Yatra Chole Krishnera Gamana, Subhadra Ara Baladeva Sangedu Iyana. The Lord said, using the car festival as an excuse, Krishna goes there with Subhadra and Baladev. Gopi Sange Yatalila Haya Upavane, Nigudha Krishnera Baba, Kehana Hiyane. All the pastimes with the gopis that take place in those gardens are very confidential ecstasies of Lord Krishna. No one knows them. Ataeva Krishnera Prakatye Nahi Kichu Dosha, Tabekene Lakshmi Devi Kare Eta Rosha. Since there is no fault at all in Krishna pastimes, why does the goddess of fortune become angry? Swarupa kohe prema vatira eitava swabhava, kantera udasya lese kaya krodha bhava. Swarup Damodar replied, it is the nature of a girl afflicted by love to become immediately angry upon finding neglect on the part of her lover. Hena Kole Kachita Yahevi Vidha Ratana Subarnera Chaudola Kori Arohana. While Swarup Damodar and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were talking, the procession of the goddess of fortune came by. She was riding upon a golden palanquin carried by 4 men and bedecked with a variety of jewels. Chatra Chamara Dwaja Patakaragana Nanabadya Age Nache Devadashigana. The palanquin was also surrounded by people carrying umbrellas, chamara, whisks, and flags, and it was preceded by musicians and dancing girls. Tambula Samputa Jari Vyajana Chamara Satheda Sisatahara Divya Bhushambara. The maid servants were carrying water pitchers, chamara, whisks, and boxes of betel nuts. There were hundreds of maid servants, all attractively dressed with valuable necklaces. Alaukika Aisvarya Sange Bahu Parivara Krudha Hanya Lakshmi Devi Aila Singha Dwara. In an angry mood, the goddess of fortune arrived at the main gate of the temple, accompanied by many members of her family, all of whom exhibited uncommon opulence. Jaganatera Mukya Jata Britya Gane Lakshmi Devira Dasigana Karena Bandane. When the procession arrived, the maidservants of the goddess of fortune began to arrest all the principal servants of Lord Jagannath. Bandiya Aniya Pade Lakshmira Charane Chorejena Danda Kori Laya Nanadane. The maidservants bound the servants of Jagannath, handcuffed them, and made them fall down at the lotus feet of the goddess of fortune. Indeed, they were arrested just like thieves who have all the riches taken away. Purport. When Lord Jagannath starts his car festival, he gives assurance to the goddess of fortune that he will return the next day. When he does not return, the goddess of fortune, after waiting 2 or 3 days, begins to feel that her husband has neglected her. She naturally becomes quite angry. Gorgeously decorating herself and her associates, she comes out of the temple and stands before the main gate. All the principal servants of Lord Jagannath are then arrested by her maid servants, brought before her and forced to fall down at her lotus feet. Achetanavatare karenavtadane nanamata golidena banda bachane. When the servants fall down before the lotus feet of the goddess of fortune, they almost fall unconscious. They are chastised and made the butt of jokes and loose language. Lasmi Shange Dashi Ganera Pragalbya Dekiya Hase Mahaprabhura Gana Muke Hastadiya. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associates saw such impudence exhibited by the maidservants of the goddess of fortune, they covered their faces with their hands and began to smile. Damodara kohe aiche manera prakara trijagate kahanahi deki suni ara. Swarup Damodar said, there is no egoistic pride like this within the three worlds. At least I have neither seen nor heard of it. Manini nirutsahe chande vibhusana bhumevasi nakeleke malina badana. When a woman is neglected and disappointed, out of egoistic pride, she gives up her ornaments and morosely sits down on the floor, marking lines on it with her nails. Purve satyavamam suni evam vidhamana prayagopi ganera mana rasera nidhana. I have heard of this kind of pride in Satyabhama, Krishna's proudest queen, and I have also heard of it in the gopis of Vrindavan, who are the reservoir of all transcendental mellows. Inhonija sampati sava prakatakariya priyera uparayaya sainya sajana. But in the case of the goddess of fortune, I see a different kind of pride. She manifests her own opulence and even goes with her soldiers to attack her husband. Jai Shishi Guru Gauranga Sundar Radha Giridhar Yuki Jai. Maybe you can give darshan to the devotees, please. I'm going to read the purport of this verse. After seeing the impudence of the goddess of fortune, Swarup Damodar Goswami wanted to inform Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu about the super excellence of the gopis' loving affairs. He therefore said, "My Lord, I never experienced anything like the behavior of the goddess of fortune. We sometimes see a beloved wife becoming proud of her position and then frustrated due to some neglect. She then gives up caring for her appearance, accepts dirty cloth, and morosely sits on the floor and draws lines on with her nails. We have heard of such egoistic pride in Satyabhama and the gopis of Vrindavan. But what we see in the goddess of fortune here at Jagannath Puri is completely different. She becomes very angry. She becomes very angry with her husband and attacks him with her great opulence." Just put the camera in the middle so you have better view of the Lord. Prabhu kohe kaha brajera manera prakara swarupa kohe gopi mana nadi satadara. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Please tell me of the varieties of egoistic pride manifests in Vrindavan." Swarup Damodar replied, "The pride of the gopis is like a river flowing with hundreds of tributaries. Najikare swabhava premavrite bahuveda seivede nana prakara manera udveda. The characteristics and modes of love and differences The characteristics and modes of love are different in different women. Their jealous anger also takes on different varieties and qualities. So this is going to continue quite long description of Swarup Damodar. So Mahaprabhu is asking Swarup Damodar, "Please tell me of the varieties of egoistic pride manifest in Vrindavan." And Swarup Damodar is now describing everything about that. So we will continue tomorrow because it's quite a very long, many verses about describing that. Jai Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela ki. This is chapter 14, Madhya Lila, performance of the Vrindavan pastimes. Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki jai, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. And we're going to finish here because we are expecting lots of workers coming up very shortly to continue the renovation. So we're just going to read chant Harihara Nama Krishna. Krishna Jagannath Vallabha, you want to sing?
Harihara Nama Krishna Jadava
Nama Krishna
Gopala Govindaram Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Radha Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta
Vrinda ki jai, Paswa Krishna Gurudeva Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Paswa Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Paswa Krishna Saraswati Thakur ki jai, Sri Rupa Guru Varga ki jai, Acharya Sri Hardas Thakur ki jai, Santaran Shambhava Sultan Shri Samhita ki jai, Sri Krishna Saraswati Samhita ki jai, Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai, Nati Koti Vaishnavinda ki jai, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai, Bhakti Devi Turasi Devi ki jai, all glories to the devotees worldwide ki jai. Our pranams to all the devotees who join us this morning ki jai, and to the devotees here ki jai. Gaur Premanande. Hari Bol.
Thank you.